In the heart of New York City, a political storm is brewing, and at its center is Zohran Mamdani, a mayoral candidate whose stance on Palestine has ignited a firestorm of debate within the Jewish community. But here's where it gets controversial. Mamdani, a 34-year-old democratic socialist, is on the cusp of becoming the most prominent Palestine supporter to hold elected office in the U.S., and this in a city with the largest Jewish population outside Israel. This has sparked outright panic in some quarters, with Rabbi Elliot Cosgrove of the conservative Upper East Side Park Avenue Synagogue declaring Mamdani a danger to the New York Jewish community, a sentiment endorsed by over 1,000 American rabbis and echoed in major U.S. publications. And this is the part most people miss. While Cosgrove calls on Jews to prioritize their love of Israel in the election, many Jewish New Yorkers are already engaged, and Mamdani is actively reaching out to them. This outreach comes at a pivotal moment, as the Jewish-American conversation on Israel shifts, with a July poll showing 43% of Jewish New Yorkers planning to support Mamdani, and 67% of Jewish voters under 40 for backing him. This signals a potential transformation in the community's commitment to pro-Israel politics. Mamdani's ability to connect with diverse groups is notable. He has charmed New York City's capitalist class, despite their disagreement with his rent freeze and tax increase policies, and has engaged with the New York Police Department, despite his past calls to defund them. He's also making inroads with hesitant Jewish voters, fortified by a Jewish left that includes young Jews active in the Palestinian rights movement. However, this is where opinions start to clash. Andrew Cuomo, Mamdani's rival, has launched a forceful campaign for Jewish votes, declaring his hyper-aggressive support for Israel and labeling Mamdani a terrorist sympathizer. This messaging is amplified by Donald Trump and his allies, who have unleashed Islamophobic attacks against Mamdani. Yet, more progressive Jewish congregations and activist groups reject these attacks, and the conservative vision of Judaism that views support for Israel as a central tenet. The real question is, can Mamdani's nuanced approach to the Israel-Palestine conflict, which includes condemning Hamas attacks and invoking international law, bridge the divide? His attempt to bring careful nuance to his positions, such as discouraging the use of the Intifada protest slogan and explaining his view on Israel's right to exist, is a strategy to build a broader coalition. However, this has caused friction, with some on the pro-Palestinian left accusing him of being a Zionist. As the election nears, Mamdani's candidacy is forcing Jewish voters to grapple with positions on Israel and Palestine that were once disqualifying but are now moving into the mainstream. This reflects a broader crisis within the American Jewish population, scarred by intercommunal conflicts, and questioning their association with a state whose actions have raised moral concerns worldwide. The ultimate question remains: will Mamdani's ability to engage with a broad spectrum of Jewish voters, from the undecided to the staunchly pro-Israel, signal a real political realignment in Jewish politics and beyond? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: Zohran Mamdani has become a catalyst for a much-needed conversation about the future of Jewish identity and politics in America.